Dear students, detailed civil engineering courses like manual building design, STAAD Pro, ETAP, SAP, Rivet, AutoCAD, Primavera, P6 are available at Civil Engineering Shravan online application app. So download the application from the Google Play Store now. Each course contains 50 plus high quality video contents and free PDFs and exercises, and online certification will be provided after completing the course. Course will be available at 67 to 70% discount now and valid up to 6 months. Download civil engineering application now from Google Play Store, or direct link is available at the description of this video. Try to utilize this offer. Please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering concepts. In this video lecture, I will explain you complete details about the modeling, analysis and designing of high-rise building structure model, which is related to the circular shape by using the skywalk as per STAAD Pro V8 software. So if you are new to our channel, please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates. So please like this video for more interesting updates. So let's start with our video. So I was already done the complete modeling process, analysis process for the circular shaped skywalk building structural model. So for that I was initially created two towers which is related to the circular shape, which is consisting of the diameter of 30 meter. So for that respected two shapes of the circular members of the skywalk towers, I was attached with the skywalks for each 5 floors section. Okay, so initially I will show you that model in STAAD Pro V8 software. Then after that I will explain you how to do the modeling process and how to do the analysis process, how to do the designing process once again by using STAAD Pro V8 software. Now you can see this is my model. So this is the first tower which is related to skywalk, and this is the second tower which is related to the skywalk building structure model. And this is a skywalk generally which is provided in between the building structural model for communication purpose. Okay, so for this model I was taken 0.7 is the column dimension, 0.7 × 0.3 is the beam dimension, and slab thickness which is consisting of 180 mm. Okay, now we will do the modeling process, analysis process and designing process for this respected high-rise building structural model, which is of 20-story building by using STAAD Pro V8 software. So here I am closing my STAAD Pro software. Just I am opening my STAAD software once again. So click on the new project option. So click on the space option. You can give the structure name. Just I am giving the structure name is circular. You can save the location of file based on your assumption. Just we have to select the length units will be in meter and force units will be in kilonewton. Click on next option. Click on finish option. Now after opening the STAAD Pro V8 software, initially we need to model one tower which is related to the left hand tower, which is consisting of 30 meter radius section, 30 meter diameter section in the left hand side. For that, go to geometry option initially. Click on the run structure wizard option. So here I am selecting. Go to select your frame model option. Firstly, I am selecting the frame which is related to the circular beam section. So initially we need to enter the radius of the circular beam section. Just I am considering here as 6 meter, and we have to enter the number of the base along periphery direction. Just I am assuming here as 60 numbers. Click on apply option, and we have to cancel this option. Click on S option, click on OK, so that it will model the inner circle for this structure. After that again we will go to the geometry, run structure wizard. Again we will select the frame model, circular frame. Now we will increase the radius from 6 meter to 9 meter, and we have to enter the number of the base which is similar to that of the bottom section, 16. Click on apply, click on cancel, click on S option, click on OK. After this once again we have to model the one more circular section. So go to geometry option, again structure wizard option. Again I am selecting frame model, this one. Again I am selecting 12 meter is the radius, and this is the 16 meter. Click on 16 meter. Click on apply option. Again we will cancel this. Click on S option, click on OK option. Now after this again we will draw one more circular section. This time selecting frame, circular frame, which is consisting of 15 meter, and this is a 16. Just I am assuming here. Click on apply option. Again I am cancelling this. Click on S option, click on OK option. Now after this we have to connect this node point with the help of the beams. Go to select add beam command. Select the first node point, second node point, second node point, third node point. Again in the same process we have to join these node points. Now we have to apply this all the beam sections for this circular shape section. Okay, so for that just I am selecting this beam. Go to select your circular repeat option, which is consisting of approximately 60 numbers as per the periphery. Click on OK. Now after this we have to create the slab section. Go to select add 4 node plate option initially. Just we will add the 4 node plate at one side of the building. Just I am adding here like this. Now after adding this all the 4 node plates, we have to copy these plates in circular repeat also. So just I am selecting these 4 node plates, select the circular repeat, which is consisting of approximately 60 numbers here. Click on OK. Now we will see this model in rendering view. Now we can see this is the rendering view for the bottom section. Now we will create the number of the floors for this building structural model according to our consideration. Otherwise you can create the 5 floors. So you can copy those 5 floors to the remaining stories. So I will create the 5 floors, then after that I will copy the properties to the remaining sections. For that initially we will select all these properties. Just I am selecting. Go to transitional repeat in y direction condition. So here I am assuming number of steps which is consisting of 5 meter. Each will be consisting of 3 meter here. Click on link steps option, click on OK option, so that it will copy the properties for the beam sections in the vertical direction. After this we will select the plate section cursor. Just we will select all the plates. Transitional repeat we will select in y direction, which is consisting of approximately 5 number, and each number will be consisting of 3 meter. Click on OK, so that it will copy the properties here. Now we will select all the node points beam sections and slab section which is presented at the ground story level. We will delete those properties. Why? Because those sections are not exist for the building structural model. Now after this we will see this model in rendering view. Click on the 3D rendering view option, so that it will be able to see the model which is related to one circle section. Now after this we have to create the one more circle section which is presented on the right hand side section for the building. For that initially I am selecting all the beam section which is presented here. Go to click on the transitional repeat option, which is presented in x direction condition, which is consisting of one number with the default spacing we have to enter here. For this building structural model I am entering the skywalk which is consisting of approximately 15 meter height, 15 meter width, okay, from the building to building. Okay, so that's why just I am entering the distance between the skywalk is 15 meter plus 30 meter is the diameter for this building in x direction. Click on OK option. Now in the same process we have to copy the plate sections which is presented for the left hand side section. Just I am selecting these plate sections. Go to transitional repeat in x direction, which is consisting of one number approximately 45. So now we can see it will copy here like this. After this we have to create the skywalk at the 4th floor for this building. Just I am selecting this 4th floor. Go to cut section command, click on select to view, click on highlighted only, click on OK option. Now we will add the beam sections for this model. Just I am selecting add beam command. Just I am selecting starting point, second point. Again in the same process I am adding these 2 beam sections in between this skywalk. After this we will select this center beam. We will insert a node point for this particular 15 meter section. So now you can see it is consisting of your respected length is approximately 15 meter. For this it is required approximately 4 number of the node points. So which is presented at 3 meter, 6 meter, 9 meter, 12 meter. Click on OK. Now you can see it will created your node points here like this. After this we will select these 2 beam sections. Just I am selecting this beam, again I am selecting this beam. Again we will insert a node point at midpoint section. Just I am adding midpoint. Now we can see it will add the node point at the midpoint section here like this. So after adding the midpoint section, now we will select these beams also. Again we will add the node point at the midpoint, insert a node at the midpoint section, and OK. Now we can see these are presented in a vertical direction in the same line. Okay, now we will add the now we will measure the center to center distance between the node points. This node point to this node point, which is approximately 5.74, which is presented in front facing direction, back facing direction. Okay, now we will select the node points which is presented left hand side, which is of 2 numbers. Again we will select the node points which is presented on the right hand side section, 2 numbers. Okay, we can select these node points. Just I am selecting 2 node points which is presented on the left hand side section. Again I am selecting the node points which is presented on the right hand side section. Go to click on the copy option, paste node points which is presented in z direction condition with a distance of 5.74 distance here. Click on OK. So it will create a node point here like this. Again in the same process we will create node points, one more node points which is presented in minus z direction, minus 5. Approximately 74 here. Click on OK option, so that it will create the node point. After creating the node points, we will select the center node points which is presented for this model. Click on delete option, so that it will delete the node points. After this we will add the beam sections. for these node points here like this. Now after this, if you want to add the beam section which is in vertical direction, you can add the node by using Z direction condition. For that, just I am selecting node points, all node points, go to geometry, connect the beams along Z direction condition, so that it will connect the beams here like this. After this, we will add the 4 node plate for this model. This time selecting first node point, second node point, third node point, fourth node point. Again I am selecting 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same process I am adding 1, 2, 3, 4. Again I am adding 1, 2, 3, 4 option. Now in the same process we will add the 4 node plate at this location. Again I am adding 4 node plate at this location. After this we will select this node plate cursor. Just I am selecting this plate. We will copy these plates to the horizontal direction, X direction condition. So here I am selecting number of sections which is presented approximately 2 numbers here, okay, which is consisting of approximately the distance is 3 meter. Just I am assuming here. Click on OK, so that it will create the copy. Now after this we will see this model in rendering view. Click on 3D rendering view option. Now we can see here it was created your first 5 stories with the skywalk here like this. Now after this we have to copy the same skywalk building which is related to the remaining floors, okay. So for that, initially we have to display the whole structure by selecting whole structure command option which is on the top. This time selecting whole structure command. This time selecting all the beams by using Ctrl A option. Now we will copy this property to the height, okay. So go to transitional repeat which is consisting of Y direction, which is consisting of approximately 3 numbers. Each will be consisting of approximately, just I am assuming here as 15 meter. So click on OK option, so that it will create the members in Y direction condition system here like this. In the same process I am selecting all the plate sections which is presented at the ground story level. Go to transitional repeat in Y direction which is consisting of approximately 3 number. Each will be consisting of 15 meter height. Click on OK option, so that it will create the remaining building model here like this with the skywalk. Now I will show you this model in rendering view. Click on 3D rendering view option. Now it will load the beam sections, column sections as well as the plate section. It will take some time for loading the process. So now we can see this is the towers, 2 towers which is consisting of the circular shape building structural model with consisting of skywalk structure which is presented at 4th story, 9th story, 14th story as well as the 19th story. So after done with modeling process, we have to apply the properties. Go to general option for that. Select the properties option. Initially I am giving the property which is consisting of the rectangle with the column size as 0.7 cross 0.7. Just I am assuming here. Click on add option. Again I am taking column beam section which is consisting of 0.7 cross 0.4. Click on close option. Thickness, just I am assuming here as 0.18 is the thickness of the particular floor. Click on close option. Now I am selecting the 0.7 cross 0.7. Go to select beams parallel to Y direction condition system. Assign to selected beams option, assign option, so that it will assign the property for the columns. After this, select the plate thickness by using select assign to selected view, assign option is option. Now after this we will select the beams option here. We will select by missing attribute, missing property, so that it will select all the beams which is presented here like this. Go to click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option, so that it will apply the properties which is related to the skywalk structure. Now after this we will see this model once again. Go to click on rendering view option, so that you will able to see the complete model, 3D model which is related to the skywalk building structural model, high-rise building structural model with the skywalk here like this. Now after this we have to apply the support condition systems. Go to general option for that. Select the supports, click on create option, add fixed support. We will select support 2. By using front view option we have to select all the node points, assign to selected node points, assign yes option, so that it will apply the support condition systems at the base. Now after this we will select the load cases and definition. For this skywalk building structural model I am taking both gravitational loading condition systems as well as the lateral loading condition systems, which is comes under the dead load, live load, floor load as well as the wind load condition system, seismic loading condition system. Initially we will add the parameters according to IS 1893 codebook provision standard system as per the seismic definition. Go to define option here, click on seismic definition, click on add option. So here I am selecting IS 1893 codebook provision standard system, click on generate option. Now here I am selecting the zone, according to zone 5 seismic condition system with a special RC movement resisting frame with all general building with a medium soil condition system. Click on generate option. After this we have to add this parameter. Now we will add the self-weight condition system. Now after this we have to add the member weight, which is the combination of the loads as per the 24.3 wall loading condition system. Okay, so I will show you how to calculate the wall loading condition system in the dead load, so you can able to understand the concept. After this I will add the floor weight, which is consisting of 2 kN per meter square, which is presented at the height of 3 meter as well as the approximately 60 meter height. Okay, click on add option here. So click on add option, click on OK. So now we will select this particular uniform load of 24.3. We will select the beams. Okay, so by using front view option, by selecting control option, we have to select all the beams for this model. So now you can see here I was selected all the beams. Go to select assign to selected beams option, assign option, yes option, so that it will apply this load condition system. Now after this we have to define the wind load. So click on add option. So here I am adding wind 1 type 1, click on add. So select this type 1 wind 1. So you can calculate the wind load according to IS 875 part 3 code. Otherwise if you want you can add this load cases manually. So here I am adding the load case manually, which is consisting of 2 kN per meter square, which is acting at a distance of 60 meter, 1.5, 45. Again I am selecting 1.2, which is of 30. Again I am selecting 1, which is acting at a distance of 15 meter. Click on add option. Again I am selecting factor as 1. Click on add, close. Select the exposure factor as 1. By selecting assign to view option, assign yes option, so that it will apply the exposure factor 1 for the building. Now after this we will add the load case details. Click on add. Initially we will add the seismic load. Give the name as earthquake load, which is in X condition system. If you want you can add the plus X, plus Y, minus Y according to your consideration, but here I am entering only one direction condition system, okay, which is of positive direction condition system. That's why I am selecting only the X direction. Why? Because it is doesn't have any kind of the load cases in a simultaneous direction. Okay, so that's why just I am adding 2 directions. Again I am selecting wind load. So in the same process just I am selecting wind load, which is related to wind X condition system. In the same process I am selecting wind Z condition system. Now I am selecting dead load. Give the name as DL, add button. Again I am selecting live load. Give the name as LL, add button. Click on close option. After this select the earthquake load in X direction condition system. Click on add button. Firstly we will select the seismic load, which is presented in X direction with factor 1, add option, close option. Select Z direction condition, add here. Select the seismic load, which is presented in Z direction with factor 1. Again I am selecting wind X direction condition system. Select the wind load with 1, which is acting at a distance of approximately, if you want you can enter here, otherwise directly click on add option, close option. Okay, just I am adding here, click on add button. Again I am selecting wind load. Just I am selecting the load which is related to wind, which is of -1 factor, add. Again I am closing this option. Again I am selecting wind load in Z direction, click on add option. Wind load Z direction with factor 1 I am adding here. Again I am adding factor as -1, click on add option, close option. After this we will enter the load which is in dead load condition system. Initially we will select the self-weight condition. After this we have to enter the wall loading condition system, which is equals to approximately -24.3 kN per meter. For calculating the wall load we need to require the unit weight of the brickwork. Actually for the external wall loading condition we will take the thickness as 0.23 and we have to multiply this with the height of the each wall, and we have to multiply this respected wall with the unit weight of the brickwork, which is approximately 20 I am assuming. In the same process we have to calculate the internal wall loading also, 0.125 multiplied by 20. If I multiply this value with 3, then it will come under 7.5 kN per meter. In the same process for the parapet wall load, 0.125 multiplied by 1.2 multiplied by 20, so that it can get approximately 3, not this 3000. So 13.8 plus 7.5 plus 3, sorry not 2, 3, which is approximately 24.3 option here. So in GY direction, click on add. Again we will add the floor load condition system, which is consisting of intensities -2, which is acting at a distance of 60 meter is the maximum, as well as the 3 meter is the minimum. So here I am assuming. So here I am assuming minimum distance is 3 meter, maximum distance is 60 meter. Click on add option. After that, close option. Select the self-weight option. By using assign to view option, we have to assign for the building structural model according to the self-weight condition system. Click on yes option. In the same process, we have to apply the load which is related to the wall loading condition system for the building. So for that, just I am selecting this wall load, which is consisting of the intensity is -24.3 kilonewton per meter. So here I am selecting the front view for this particular building structural model in order to select the beams option. Now after this, we have to apply the live loading condition system for this building. Just I am selecting the live load condition system here. Click on add button here. Now we will select the load which is related to the floor load condition system. Just I am assuming the load which is related to -5, which is acting at a distance of 3 as well as the 60 meter. Just I am assuming here by direction condition. Click on add option, close option. After this, we will add the load combination. Click on add option. So select the auto load combination according to Indian standard code provision. Click on generate option. Click on add option, so that it will add the load combination structure. So analysis and print. After this, we have to do the analysis process. Click on add option, close option. Go to analyze option, run analysis option, save option. Now we have to check for the 0 errors for this building model. If the model is obtained with 0 error, then we can easily proceed with the designing section. Now here you can see it was observed as 0 errors. Go to post processing mode option, click on done option. So apply your load cases, click on OK, so that it will show you the complete deflection diagram for the building structural model under the considerations of the load cases. Then after that, we will see the shear force diagram. For that, just I am selecting Fy value here. Now you can see it is showing the complete shear force diagram for this building structural model under the considerations of the loads. Now I am selecting bending moment diagram, so that it will show you the complete bending moment diagram for this building structural model. If you observe this bending moment diagram, the skywalk beams is having high amount of the bending moment diagram when you compare with the normal building structural model. Okay, this is the bending moment diagram for the building structure. After this, we will see the plate pressure. Click on plate pressure. Apply your stress type is according to dead load. I am selecting absolute pressure. Click on apply option, so that it will apply the complete pressure diagram for this building. Now after analysis process completed, we need to design the structure. Go to click on design option, concrete frame design, select as per IS 456 code provision. Click on select parameters. Initially we will deselect all the parameters. From this, just I am selecting compressed strength, yield strength of shear reinforcement, and maximum main, maximum secondary. Click on OK. Define parameters. So here I am assuming for this building, just I am taking M40 grade concrete 40,000. Click on add option. F5 main, just I am selecting 600 grade steel 600,000. Otherwise you can directly enter 500 grade steel also. 500, just I am selecting 500,000. Click on add option. Just I am selecting shear reinforcement 500, 1, 2, 3, 500,000. Click on add option. Maximum main, just I am selecting here as 20 mm. Maximum secondary, just I am selecting here as 12 mm. Click on add, close. Select the commands. Design beam command, click on add. Design column command, click on add. Slab element command, click on add. Takeoff command, click on add, close option. Now we will select the question marks. Select FC value by using assign to view, assign yes option. Again I am selecting F5 main value, which is related to 500 grade, FE 500 grade. By using assign to view option, we have to assign to the building. In the same process, we will select the secondary reinforcement, shear reinforcement section. By selecting assign to view option, we will select assign yes option. After this we will select assign maximum in by using assign to view, assign yes option. Maximum secondary, just I am selecting here, assign to view, assign yes option. After this we will select the design beam command. Here we have to select the beams by front view option. With the help of the control option we will select all the beams here. After this assign to selected beams option, click on yes option. Now after this we will select the column for this model. Just I am selecting design column option. So select this 3D model, go to select beams parallel to Y condition. So assign to selected beams, assign option yes option. In the same process we will select design element command. By using assign to view option we will assign for the building. Click on yes option. After this we will do the analysis process once again. Analysis and print, add, close, go to analyze option, run analysis option, save option. So here we have to check for the 0 errors for the designing section as per IS 456-2000 code provision standard system. It was obtained as 0 errors, but it is obtained as 295 warnings after 1 hour analysis process for this model. So go to click on the view output file option, otherwise directly click on the go to post processing mode option, click on done option. So we will check the reinforcement design results. Just I am deselecting this model. Firstly I am selecting the beam. Just I am selecting this beam. Click on the concrete design. Now we can see this is the concrete design which is required for this beam, which is consisting of approximately 7 bars of 10 mm diameter at the top reinforcement, 6 bars of 10 mm diameter at the bottom reinforcement. In the same process you can check the results of the another beam section. Just I am selecting here, click on the concrete design. This is the concrete design for this beam. In the same process you can see the results which is related to the column. Just I am selecting this column. Now we can see this is the column reinforcement which is required for 0.7 cross 0.7 column, which is consisting of 20 numbers of the 60 mm diameter bar with AST percentage is 0.82 and AST requirement is 3920 mm square. Okay, in the same process you can see the results related to other beams and columns. Now after this we will design the foundation. Go to click on the foundation design. So here I am selecting this primary load cases. Click on this option. So select this include option, run STAAD foundation. The fixed supports related to this building will be directly imported to STAAD foundation software. We can easily do the designing process of the foundation as per our consideration. Now you can see this is the foundation. So we have to design the foundation for it. Firstly we will select the loads and definition, generate load combination initially as per Indian standard code. Click on generate load combination for the service load combination initially. Then after that again we will create the generate load combination for the ultimate load combination system. Click on OK option. After this we have to click on the job setup option, create job option. This time giving the job name H isolated footing according to Indian standard code. Click on all supports. You can select the load cases combination according to our consideration. This time selecting 101, 102, 201, 202, 203, 204 include option. Click on create job option so that it will create the isolated footing job here. You can modify the properties according to your consideration. Just I am directly selecting design option so that it will design the isolated footing as per IS 456-2000 code provision standard system. You can see it is done with complete designing section. You can select any one of the foundation for this particular building structural model. This time selecting isolated footing one, it will be consisting of complete reinforcement design results, individual calculation. This is the details and drawing for this particular reinforcement diagram. Again in the same process, this is the GA drawing, this is the calculation sheet. So this is the complete process of analysis and designing of high-rise building structural model with skywalk at 4th story, 9th story, 14th story as well as the 19th story by using STAAD Pro V8 software. If you have any questions related to this particular video, please try to text me your questions in the below comment box so that I will give you the answer for that questions. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next video.